Hello, welcome to the Caesar Blue channel. Today I'm in Madrid again. I've come to try a smoked house, one of those places where they cook with smoke, where they make meat in the purest American style. And in fact, I'm going to try, that's my plan, I'm going to try brisket, I'm going to try pulled pork, I'm going to try baby back ribs, I'm going to try a ton of food that I'm sure you're going to love. Let's roll the video. Well, yes, I'm here in Madrid, and behind me is Jimbo. I've already been here with two great and amazing friends, El Pirata and Oscar Mesar, from the capital. Yes, you heard right. We were here eating, and Oscar himself said, hey, this is pretty similar to the style we have back in the United States.
And I said, well, sooner or later I have to share this with my people, with the people from the channel.
And that's the reason why I'm here today, to recreate that meal we tried, which I assure you we loved. And in fact, I've been waiting for them to reopen the place, checking their website every day. And now I know that yes, today's the day, today it's open, today I can come and record here. Smoked food that's made over many hours with smoke, with patience, and that makes everything soft, juicy, and tasty. I'm going inside to see what's cooking. I'm already here inside Jimbo, and this atmosphere really makes me feel like I'm in the United States. I've been there multiple times, so I know what I'm talking about. I even have a playlist of burgers I ate in the United States, which I'll leave for you up there. And I've visited so many places that I can tell you, yes, that when you walk into a smokehouse in the United States, you'll notice exactly the same thing as when you walk in here.
A smoky blast greets you upon opening the doors. Inside are long tables with bench seating. It's really cool.
And at the back, the counter where you can go to order your tray.
Because here, they serve your food on a tray that you put together your own way.
Or you can also sit at the tables and wait to be served, or at the outdoor tables on the terrace they have, which is really cool, very spacious, and it's covered.
Honestly, this place, like I said, is one of my favorite places to come and eat in Madrid.
A concise menu, just how I like it. Few items mean specialization. One of my favorite words.
You have the chicken pate, country-style pate, and rolls, which are unfamiliar to me.
The mackerel dip and the chicken wings, and for smoked meats, which is the super ultra hyper mega specialty.
They have the black Angus brisket. They also have baby back ribs, the beef bone. You guys are going to be blown away by the beef bone. That's all I'm going to say, and sausages.
They have coleslaw, potato salad, French fries, the classic fries, and pickles, which are pickled cucumbers in vinegar. That's something they serve as a side dish in many places in the United States.
Or even inside sandwiches. I mean, it's something really classic there.
For sandwiches, you have the pulled pork, the brisket, the pork belly, the crispy bacon, and you also have the hot dog and 3 desserts.
Lemon bars, chocolate chip cookies, or the chocolate brownie.
I'm going to order since I'm eager to get started. Well, here's the tray I was telling you about. This is pure aroma. The quality of the product is clearly subpar. I've ordered multiple items, but I'm unsure if I can manage everything. The baby back ribs, the smoked ribs, the brisket, the beef bone, and the sandwich that's called a sandwich, even though it's in burger form, which is pulled pork. And I honestly don't even know where to start, I'm telling you. Look, let's see, the brisket. The brisket has 2 parts. The flat, which is the drier part, and then it has this other part, which is the shoulder. I think it's called meeting the brisket requirement, where you hang it on your finger and it hangs down on both sides. And by the way, I've already made a brisket recipe. I'll leave it up here on my secondary channel where I cook. My attempt didn't resemble it. I prefer using my hands. There are some utensils here, but I can't take it anymore. No utensils or anything.
Let's see how the brisket is.
Amazing, juicy brisket. I'm telling you, for one reason or another, it always ends up pretty dry and with a strong smoky flavor. That's the common denominator of everything I'm going to try today, except for the French fries, which I forgot to mention that I'd rather not have with French fries. I forgot to specify my order details when placing it. Well, the coleslaw, the pickles. I'll show you now, as I just ordered some of Colonel's salad. Let's go with the ribs. The bones just come right out. I love getting my hands messy here. Oh, wow. It has a nice little sauce on top. Well, it has a really cool sauce. On top, it's kind of glazed with the sauce, but it's not the main thing. It doesn't take the spotlight away from the smokiness. I don't know if you can see it on camera. The pink ring that usually surrounds the meat when you smoke it. The bigger it is, the more the smoke has penetrated on that piece. And here it's a huge ring. Since there's a lot of food and I want to try everything while it's hot, I'm gonna try a little bit of each thing first and then see if I can finish it all. This meat cooked at a low temperature is incredibly filling. If you've tried it, you'll understand. And here's the beef bone. Look, look, look. See how the bone comes out there? Look, look, look. Wow. Well, with this bone, if you break your ankle, you can walk down the street. It works as a crutch, right? To play baseball? What a huge bone. And what an incredible piece of meat. I don't know other places like this in Madrid. If you know any, let me know in the comments or anywhere else in Spain, because I love smoked meat places, smokehouses. I'm going to dig in with my utensils. The meat from the rib is really tasty. You know that all the meats close to the bone are very flavorful. It has a good rub on the outside. The rub is this whole layer of seasoning they put on the outside of the meats to cook them. From what I see here, they cook everything for 15 hours, and that makes the meat really tender and juicy. They do it at a low temperature, around 115 to 120 degrees based on what I observed. With all that, they managed to keep the meat from losing too much. Let's call it smoke, shall we? That is when you're cooking and a lot of smoke comes out of the food. In the end, you're losing flavors, aromas, and nutrients. When you cook at a low temperature, all of that stays in the meat and makes the flavor last longer, become more intense and much stronger. I don't know what to take away from all of this.
I'm going to try the pulled pork to taste the quartet of things I've ordered here. Very brioche bread.
Generous portions of tender pork. They're not stingy here. Reminds me a bit of Colonel's salad. What's up, Don? Does this melt in your mouth? I love the crunchy touch from the coleslaw on top and the sauce it has. They're not spicy sauces, and none of these things I'm trying have any spicy dressing. Even though they have their own brand of sauces, this one is the Jimbo smoked bourbon, and then they have another one which is the St. Louis style. I'll try them later, but for now without any sauce or anything.
I'm telling you, this is really good. It's really good. Very, very, very tasty.
Also, the pulled pork itself is really juicy.
Juiciness is frequently associated with flavor. It's a
Very good carrier of flavor, the fact that the meat is juicy. I don't know if I'm making myself clear or not, but what I am doing is enjoying this. It's so good.
After trying so many foods, how have I never had anything like this burger? What would be in it? Coleslaw.
I'm going to try a bit of the Colonel's salad here. Also, it comes with red cabbage and regular cabbage, that is purple cabbage and green cabbage.
I'm not sure of the exact name, but I've often seen a salad similar to coleslaw made with red cabbage.
Here it's a mix. I'm going to go with the brisket again, but this time I want to try it with a little bit of sauce. I'll try the bourbon one. Perfect for pork according to this. That's ideal for me. I'll attempt to be less messy this time.
I'll now try the St. Louis style sauce, ideal for the smoke, and then I'll share which of the two I prefer.
Much better for my taste, the St. Louis style sauce.
You can tell it's a bit weaker, more liquidy. This one is, I don't know, stronger, less liquidy, ideal for spreading over this kind of barbecue.
I love it. I love the consistency it has and the flavor.
Hey, I sound like a sauce salesman. I'm going to keep adding sauces. Let's put some on the ribs.
Plenty of sauce, constant joy.
What an intense smoky flavor. It's really the star of everything I'm tasting today. Although I noticed it the least in the beef bone because it's much bigger. The bigger the piece, it seems the harder it is for the flavor to penetrate inside.
But watch out, with the ribs, with the baby bun reefs.
This is amazing. I'm going to try the pickle because I also ordered a little bit of pickle.
They're not the typical pickles and vinegar that I used to have as a kid when I got out of school, which we loved.
For some inexplicable reason, it was something you simply had to do. Or the potato chips with the juice from the eggplant. I mean, we make some really weird combinations.
No, well, they're not that kind of pickles. Actually, I say pickle, but they're not
Pickles, they're actually big cucumbers, big ones that are cut up.
As you've seen, they're tasty, but they remind me more of a fresh cucumber than a pickled one.
Wow. I definitely prefer Colonel's salad 1,000 times more. I've always liked it a lot, and whenever I go to these places, I treat myself to Colonel's salad. I still have to try the sauce with the beef bone. I'll start with the sauce for pork.
It's a sauce with bourbon, but does it really have a strong bourbon flavor? I mean, will you really notice it?
I'm unsure if it was the Jim Beam sauce. I recently checked the ingredients. I have many sauce bottles at home from a barbecue video I made, which I linked above. I'm using them up gradually. And actually, the Jim Beam bourbon sauce only had 0.2%.
Surprised? Well, not here. Here, the bourbon flavor is very strong, it's really present, and well, I don't like it that much.
However, this one, the Sting St. Louis for now.
I thought it goes better both with the brisket and with the ribs.
Well, yes, without a doubt, it goes much better. And actually, I'm going to put some here. A good and generous splash. The rest of the Big Bang.
I only have 4 pieces left.
I think I will finish it, and I'm already thinking about dessert. I just don't know what I'm going to order.
Comment now and guess if I'll order the brownie, cookie, or lemon bars. Let's see if you're right.
And by the way, if you're enjoying the video, this is a good time to give it a big super like. And if you're not enjoying it, it's not a well-deserved dislike.
And leave me a comment telling me what you think I can improve on.
Subscribe to join our family of food fans and never miss a moment. New content is coming up soon.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to order for dessert, and I told you there would be something new. And actually, I think I'm going to share the dessert.
Because I have a feeling about something. They tell me that the pirate and I are around here. Burger challenge. They may unexpectedly appear in the video to assist me. No, I wasn't expecting that. Man, you really scared me.
We're going to show up all of a sudden.
But this is what you leave us, and a bit of...
Nothing. Potatoes. What you guys like.
If it turns blue, leave the potatoes and...
The edges of the pizzas. This is new. It's just that I don't
realize
to say, don't give me potatoes. Anyway, I want to share the desserts with you. That way we can try a little bit. Yes, you stay.
We're on a burger tour.
You're on a tour? Don't tell me you're even recording a video and everything.
Of course.
And when are you going to publish it?
We've completed 6 and we'll publish in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. A link might appear somewhere, but it's uncertain.
This is magic.
He runs a travel channel where he travels and eats food, and now he's eating hamburgers.
He considered growing a beard, but can't. I plan to grow one and go bald.
Do you want to see? What if I order all the desserts?
Come on, order it. Let's order the desserts. Let's see what we get today. Desserts. Look. Did you know I thought lemon bars were some kind of bars? Well, that's not it. It looks like a sandwich. We also have the cookie. We have the brownie.
Well, to keep everything fair here, I demand that everyone has their own spoon. You're not eating for yourself.
Well, that's a shame.
Well, I'm going to try the lemon bar first. Go ahead, serve me.
I'll also try the lemon pie to compare with your opinion and see what happens.
It has a sour taste, right?
No, it's a lemon cream with a short crust pastry underneath.
Too dry for my taste. My favorite. Let's joke around.
By the way, I already know what I liked most about the video. What do you think I liked the most that we appear in it? That, of course.
The baby ribs.
The pirate and I love the baby ribs. I also enjoyed the brisket. However, as the song suggests, if I have allergies, I'll stick to the baby back ribs.
I'll stay with you.
This is much better.
The green is dry, but this is offset with a little ball.
A vanilla ice cream on top.
I don't like it when they add ice cream. Look, if you make a homemade dessert, if the ice cream is homemade, then yes, otherwise no.
I prefer the brownie, but as with all the food here, it seems very filling and substantial.
That brownie looks like it's going to leave you stuffed.
Good thing the pirate is going to help me. Well, pirate is one thing, but I like the brownie the most.
I don't agree with...
Anything? You know, you have to try it yourselves and let me know.
You know what?
I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.
If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a big super like, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to be part of this community. From food fans, that's all for today. Your friend Cesar Blue says goodbye with Pirata and Joe Burger Challenge.
From Jimbo, Madrid. Goodbye.